Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another reaction video. Today I'm going to be watching, reviewing, and reacting to Season 2, Episode 4 of The Boys. So as you can probably tell already, and as you already know if you watch my other reaction series, I've had another lovely respiratory infection for the past, I guess now, week and a half. It's really been messing with me, knocking me out, which is why, unfortunately, we didn't get a reaction to The Boys last week, because that was when I first was really starting to get sick with this, and it just, nope, couldn't do anything, really. So I apologize about that. And also, as you can tell, I still have a lot of scratchy throat, chest stuff going on. Definitely starting to feel better, but I'm also definitely still spending a lot of time in between doing my reaction series and other work, just kind of taking Theraflu and passing out for as many hours as possible. So, sorry about that ahead of time, guys, and I'll do my best here, but I don't know, I don't think it'll be anything too serious in terms of my ability to follow or pay attention. You know, I'm looking forward to continuing in the series since it's been a little while now. I'm still waiting to see the consequences of Stormfront's turn that we found at the end of the last episode. And, you know, as I had said previously, in the source material, Stormfront obviously is a bad guy who is tied in with Nazis, Nazism, so her being racist and kind of psychopathic and violent isn't a huge surprise. But I'm very interested to see how this is going to change things in the 7 now that we know what actually is sort of going on with her. And also, it seemed like Homelander wasn't particularly happy with her at the end of that last episode, episode 3. So I'm very curious to see how that's going to continue to develop too. So I know I kept you guys waiting an extra week, so let's just get into episode 4 here. Here we go.
Been shouting up and down the hallways at Vaught, and you know what they're doing to stop another attack? Jack. Let's show Vaught what they have to do. Tomorrow morning, Vaught Square. Be your own hero.
Oh, he's really pissed at her.
I'm counting on you to show us the way.
He's really pissed at her. Okay, yeah, this is gonna cause some. Oh no. So he's pissed about Stormfront, so he's gonna go here and like... Oh, wait.
There you are. I was beginning to worry. I've missed you. So
Okay, so what is this? He's got somebody that could, look like her, that he keeps in a little cabin in the woods that he can go and just fuck, and that's insane. But I mean, I thought that he was so pissed that he was gonna go and try to have more son bonding time, and he was gonna take it out with his son. But, so I guess, you know, whatever that shit is better.
It's very hard not to take it personally.
Like how to act.
I know.
Here's the things you need to say to me to make me feel better.
I'll tell you one thing. You wouldn't put up with this shit. One little raise of the eyebrow and you would have knocked him all back in line.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have killed her then, Homelander, if you miss her so much.
You don't need...
Change back! Change back! I'm sorry!
Is that guy
I held the sheet for so long, it really hurts!
Oh my god!
Change the fuck back now, doppelganger!
It's okay. Come here. It's all good.
I got worried about because I was so loud suddenly.
Okay. It's okay.
But oh my god. How could he just slip back into his little fantasy?
I love you. I love you.
He knows that it's doppelganger.
You're the most powerful man in the whole wide world.
Jesus Christ.
And there's nothing.
You go ahead and scream. Much as you want.
What did I do?
God.
I told you to kill Hugh Campbell and you hesitated.
I said that we should go to the
You
police.
disobeyed my orders because you're with him.
Oh my God.
Fuck you!
Oh.
Huey Campbell broke my fucking heart worse than anyone ever has. And part of me wants to blast his fucking face off, so no, I'm not with him. But if you want to kill me, because I'm not a murderer and I won't straight up execute someone, then go ahead. So tell me, am I lying?
You're not lying.
Oh my God. He's just like fucking digging underneath her ribs. Oh my God. I feel like I felt that when it was happening.
Oh. Hi, Noir. Hi. Would you like an almond joy?
I guess he's not a fan of almond joy. Oh, Black Noir. That'd probably be my response too.
Do you mean William Butcher?
Lovely note. Picturing him writing it. Butcher.
Well, he was definitely on the yacht with the terrorist. Some of his known accomplices were, too. We lost them in these storm tunnels. So, yeah. There you go. I'll keep you posted when we find them.
Okay, bye. There you go. Oh, no. No,
Or I
okay.
can look right now. Just run a facial recognition search. Or you can join me.
Oh, that poor girl. Oh, Black Noir.
Hey.
Hero.
Oh, no.
Really? Who in the seven is gay?
Oh, no.
Queen Maeve. Scoop for you, Maria. Maeve here is a strong, proud lesbian with a beautiful girlfriend, Elena. Hispanic girlfriend. And I, for
my
one,
God.
am so proud of her.
Where's Elena?
For killing a black piece of shit like you.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I wanted to go to the police. But my folks, they thought it was pointless. So
wait.
when that man from Vaught, when he showed up and he offered us that money, we just took it.
Is that-
$2,000. That is what my
that
brother's life
Stormfront?
was worth. Just $2,000. But y'all have got to promise me that you won't tell
old?
anybody that I sat here and I talked to you. Because if that woman finds out that I opened my mouth, she's
Oh,
gonna
it is.
kill me.
Miss Hunter, that woman, Liberty, nobody's seen her since
It is.
1979. I mean, she's
Stormfront.
probably dead by now.
Oh, no.
That's Stormfront.
Right here.
Yep.
That's her. Right there. That's Liberty.
I'm the face of the seven,
Oh my
not
God.
you. Me. I still score higher in every demo that counts. 18 to
face is my
34,
face.
18 to 49, 25 to 54. They all love
Bro.
me.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, that sounds nonsensical.
I mean,
this constant need to be loved by everyone is kind of pathetic, but yay.
Okay, we know she's a horrible person now, but that's still fucking funny.
Okay. Okay. Calm down.
I'm a feminist,
Sounds
but
feminist.
I'm also very sexual. And I don't see that as contradictory.
This whole thing has been the deep.
What's wrong with giving pleasure and receiving it?
Thank you for coming in, Gianna. Yeah, we appreciate
my
your
God,
candor.
what is this?
Thank you so much. Wait, what?
What
She was
is
like
this?
hands down the winner. It
Was
was
he
not even a
picking a
contest.
girlfriend?
It's Cassandra.
Cassandra, the one with the hair and the creepy skeletons hugging each other's story.
Yes, that's your wife.
He's picking a what? Oh my
but-
God! This is that
I
Scientology
thought I
thing
got
that
to
it's
choose.
just pick
You
a
do.
wife for
And
him.
you're choosing Cassandra. Congratulations.
Yeah, but I mean, Gianna.
It's lovely. It's lovely. She's a valued member of the collective. But this marriage isn't about satisfying your base desires.
Right, it's public
It's
image.
about rehabilitating your image and getting you back in
Oh
the
my
seven.
God!
That is what you want, isn't it?
That's what that was this whole episode. I'm just sitting here this whole episode like, what the fuck is with all these like dating profile ad things? And of course, oh, here we go, this again.
I don't need everyone to love me. I don't need anyone. I don't need you.
Yeah, knew that was coming. Well, there was episode 4. So before I get into it, first of all, especially for those of you watching on Patreon seeing the full length, sorry for all the cat insanity this episode. Yeah, kittens are really going out of their minds today for some reason. I guess just because they're kittens, that's what kittens do. But yeah, alright, so some really interesting stuff this episode. Oh my God. Throughout the whole episode, I keep going, what is with all of these women? Like, they're talking on like, filming their dating profiles for an online matchmaking site. What in the world is this? And I was, like, it was clear they were kind of setting it up in terms of talking about love and relationships as the theme of the episode. And so then you'd have them show one of those clips, and then it would cut to, say, Frenchie and Kimiko and him awkwardly trying to kiss her, and then having that blow up in his face, and him going and meeting with his other friend with benefits, whatever, and or you'd have one of them, and then it'd be the relationship with Huey and Annie, or Butcher and Becca, or Homelander and Doppelganger, his idea of Madeline, his idea of himself, whatever the fuck. And then, so that's the underlying theme, and they did a good job with it, but then it's hilarious that was just the Scientology cult picking out a wife for the deep for part of their public image thing. Oh my God, I did not see that coming, but it was so perfect when it was revealed. So they did a really great job with that this episode, I have to say. That was hilarious, and they did a good job setting that up. But so that's great. I continue to just be interested in seeing how that storyline just piece by piece is developing over the course of each episode this season so far. I'm very interested to see what this crazy Scientology representing church is going to end up doing in the big picture here. But all right. So obviously a big episode for Butcher in terms of finally, you know, having some time with Becca. He finds her, he has a plan in place to try and get her out of there. But of course he fucks it up because he doesn't plan out for her son to come with them, and she sees that as soon as she mentions it, and he tries to, deflect and be like, oh, I thought he could go over the wall. He's got superhero powers, right? But she knew right away that he hadn't planned for him to come, and that as soon as he, realized how he fucked up, he was gonna try to act as though everything would be okay, and that he'd go with her and Ryan and try to like help take care of him and live together as a family. But that how was that going to work out? He has nothing but disdain for soups in general. Ryan is one, and this one in particular is the product of his wife being raped by Homelander, so he's never going to be able to deal with it. So he ends up blowing up that situation that his whole life over the past how many years has been all about, at least to him, first finding her, and then when thinking she's dead, avenging her, and then now he finally does have this opportunity, and that happens. But I thought it was interesting also that she's pointing out that she doesn't feel like his anger issues, as much as he tries to say that he was just on this quest of revenge on behalf of her, she's trying to say, no, you carried this sort of hostility, anger inside you since way before you even met me, so it's not something that's just gonna disappear or go away, and it's not something you can write off as being a part of this. It's just who you are. And he himself had said, I'm not a good role model for a kid. But so we had that. We had the continuation of Huey and Annie's relationship developing, which still is adorable. But then, of course, the other big stuff this episode revolved around Homelander and Stormfront, as you see. Now we know that Stormfront not only is a horrible kind of racist psycho who loves killing people, but she also was this superhero Liberty who was alive years and years ago. She is very old, and years ago, Vaught, on behalf of her, paid off this family to cover up the murder that she was committing. So again, also, Vaught is the one that brought her in here behind Homelander's and everyone else's back. She's going around and doing this public campaign that seems very anti-Vaught and anti what Vaught is doing, but we know now all this context about she must have a long established relationship with Vaught, and they brought her in there for a reason. So either she has some sort of insider information on them where she's like forcing them to do these things, or she's not being totally genuine when she's like going out there and acting as though she's all anti-Vaught, or Vaught is not being genuine, I could say, and that maybe their interests are actually aligned and the same, and maybe she's actually doing exactly what they want her to do for some larger behind-the-scenes purpose. And that is something I'm really curious to find out about, especially given the context of what's now going to be going on with her and Homelander, where Homelander sees her as this major threat to take over kind of his like position of leadership and in terms of the public image. And that is what she's been doing, clearly, and she's doing it very smartly instead of with these huge like ad campaigns that are focus tested and everything. She's using the internet, she's using anger, she's using memes, something we've seen ourselves works very well politically. So she's doing all of this, and it's being successful, and he accuses her of trying to go behind his back and take control. She says she's not, but she is. But then we see her trying to play him too. He walked away from there and was like, I don't need your help on anything. But then we see at the end that her words had a clearly major impact on him, and he's starting to say, hey, maybe it is pathetic if I just want everyone to love me, and maybe there's a different way I need to go about this. It's clearly having a psychological impact on him. So, seems like she's just playing everybody. She's playing everybody, and it's working out pretty well in her favor so far. So, now Huey and Annie and MM all know who she really is. Now Annie has to go back and pretend she doesn't, so that's going to be more shit for her to deal with. But now, that's going to maybe shift the dynamic a bit. But so far, it seems like Stormfront is kind of in charge of everything right now at this moment. So, again, very interesting stuff happening there, and I'm really curious to see how it's going to continue to develop. I feel like that's going to be she's going to be the central focus of a lot of this season, I think, as it continues to build. So But yeah, so I'm gonna see how that plays out as well. But all right, I'm gonna wrap this up here now, guys, because it's getting to be a bit long. This was a super long episode and cats are going crazy. So I'll just say thank you so much again for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you next time.